Hello everybody, welcome back to Suburbs of Seattle. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And for those of you who don't know, I am a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Washington, as you can tell by my channel. Anyways, so if you are looking to buy a home here in the state, or if you're looking to sell, I would be honored to help you out. And today, in this video, we're going to be talking about why you should avoid moving here if you can't handle these 4 things that we're going to be talking about today. So, without further ado, let's get going. Number 1 on our list today. If you do not like the outdoors, avoid moving here. I'm not saying not to move here, but most people who move to the Pacific Northwest, right? They go outdoors. There's so many hikes here. There's so many mountains. Mount Baker, you have Mount Rainier, you have Snoqualmie Pass where people snowboard and ski and do a bunch of outdoor activities, right? Hikes, stuff like that. Check out my other videos to see even more things, but the Pacific Northwest is known for its outdoorsiness, right? That's why people move here, a good portion why people move here. And not to mention, of course, some other things like jobs and the local economy, how strong it is. But hey, we all like to have fun as well, and going outside is one of the fun things to do out here. So there's so many different lakes, rivers, you can head out to the ocean. It is cold here, but believe it or not, people do still swim. So you can head out to ocean shores. Or sometimes my family and I, we actually drive down to Oregon and head up to the western part of Oregon and check out Seaside and some other places as well. So there's so much to do here outdoors. And if you are moving here, just prepare that even if you're not an outdoorsy person, you're probably going to become one because you're going to befriend somebody here who will be, and yeah, they're going to drag you outside. So if you're not looking to be an outdoorsy person, might want to reconsider moving here, right? So that's number 1. Number 2, if you can't handle driving a lot, and by a lot, I mean a lot, okay? If you can't handle traffic, if you can't handle sitting in a car for 45 minutes and only driving 5 miles, don't move here because that's what you're gonna get. Unless you're living in the heart of a city like Bellevue or Seattle or somewhere where you actually work and can walk to work or take a bike to work, otherwise, don't move here. Although, I will say, I have a buddy who lives in Renton, which, as y'all know, or if you don't know, now you know, Renton is about 20-ish miles or so south of Seattle, and my buddy bikes to work. He has one of those fancy electric bikes that cost like $4 or $5 grand, which are becoming very popular around here, and he just bikes to work. Got hit by a car a few times, but anyways, that's why I don't bike. But yeah, so you could bike to work, if you live close or within the city in the heart of downtown. But most people are going to be driving. And when you're driving, you're going to be in traffic here. And when you're in traffic here, you're moving 5 miles, over the course of 45 minutes to an hour. So just prepare, unless you're working from home, you're going to be driving a lot around here. Number 3, if you can't handle gloomier weather like clouds and rain, don't move here because you're going to get a lot of it. And I mean, this year, finally, like I said, thank God, it's starting to be sunny. Or really, like, I think this is the 2nd or 3rd day of the year where it's, well, not really. Our first sunny week happened like last week or the week before. But other than that, for the first part of this year, for the first half, it was all pretty much rain, clouds. I think by May 31st, we had 5 days that reached 74 degrees or greater. Everything else was just regular Seattle weather, mid-60s. Who knew when I would start my career, I would also be a weatherman, right? But that's what you can expect. Mid-60s throughout the year, 66, 67 degrees or so, something like that. Back to you, Sharon. Anyways, so Where were we? Yes. So if you can't handle gloomy weather, rain, or anything like that, do not move here because you're gonna hate it. I love it here. You know, I've lived here 7 years. My wife has lived here 25 or 26 years ever since they moved from Europe. So Seattle's home. But yeah. Anyways, so that's point number 3. Point number 4 on our list, and the last point, which also has to do with weather. Like I said, weatherman. I wear multiple hats. Anyways, insert hat here. The weather here, while it does stay gloomy and rainy throughout, like I said, a good part of the year, the weather here can change in a heartbeat. I mean, you could be looking outside of the window in the morning, right? And it's raining. It's cloudy. It's dark, right? And you're like, I'm gonna dress up warm. You walk outside, and before you open up your car door, all of a sudden the sun comes out and it's, 65, 70 degrees. And by the time you drive to work, it could be snowing or hailing. Literally not one time, a few times during winter, we had rain, clouds, then we had sun, and we literally had snow and hail in one day. I think this was in December or November. Like it was the perfect description of the Pacific Northwest. Okay, it was hilarious. Anyways, so these are the 4 things that you guys should expect when moving here. And again, if you can't handle one or all of them, then you might want to reconsider some other places. And I have connections all across the country. So if you're looking to buy or sell a home anywhere, I got you. Hit me up at the number below. And also, if you're a buyer or a seller in this market, go to my website down below. You can click the For Buyers tab and create a very specific home search with a very nice user interface, right? So you guys can look at the most current listings as they come up on the market. And also, if you're a seller, go ahead and hit the For Sellers tab, and you can type in your address, and I will do a very personalized home estimate on what your home is worth in today's market. Because yes, the market is changing, prices are still adjusting downward, okay? And interest rates actually went down for the first time, I think, this year. They actually went down. Now, they didn't crash and fall down to like 4 or 3% or 2.5% where they used to be in January of all times, only 6 months ago. But they did fall from, I believe, 5.75 or so to 5.1. So it is a pretty nice drop. 5.125, something like that. So that's where we're at, guys, with the real estate market here. Like I said, if you're a seller, now it's more crucial than ever to get your home priced right. And I'm here to help you guys to do that. If you're a buyer, I'm here to help you out as well. Call me at the number below and let's get rolling. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.